on, baby? It's the Mimi Show. Hey, everybody. Today we have C-Pop. We're going to talk about conspiracy theories and AI. You know that, sorry. You know that the Mimi Show is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. And Lil Skunky. Lil Skunky Products, blunt,
That's
fingers,
right.
bowls, glass. Get it. Do it. Get high. Hey, girl. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great, girl. You ready to talk about some stuff that's kind of crazy,
Let's
but sometimes a little true, but sometimes a little crazy?
let's do it. Let's do it. I'm comfy. Let's
I'm gonna
go.
start you off with one. Let me see if you can pick up after that one. All right. Coca-Cola has nanotechnology in it. You heard that one? You
I
ain't heard
believe
that
it.
one?
Nanotechnology.
Yes.
Excuse me.
That they apparently it's little things in the Coke that at some point they're gonna activate.
I
And they're
believe it
in
because
us.
you know what? You know why I believe it? Because Coke drinkers don't play about their Coke. We'll be like, oh, we got Pepsi. No, I'll get a water.
It's called sugar
I
addiction.
believe it. I believe it.
If
I
the
believe
if
it.
if the sugar is the nanotechnology, then yes, that's some powerful stuff.
Right. And sugar's
If
addicting in itself.
because
So I
that
mean,
sugar. Yeah. I got wait. I'm gonna. It's so many. It's so many. Uh. Okay. Well, this is. I the other day the lady in the lift. For some reason, I get on lifts and they just want to talk about these things, and I just always say I don't know anything. And I
you
don't
don't get
often talk
you don't
about
get in the lift.
conspiracy theories for the same reason, huh?
You don't get in the lift and get quiet.
I do. I go on my phone. I look and I emanate the vibration of occupied, even though I'm in silence.
Tell me more.
To see more about how to do it, I don't know if you ever like worked in an office building or anything. If you walk fast enough and look flustered, people think you're busy. So I so when I
So
get
you're
in the
like,
lift, I just emanate the energy of I'm in my phone, I'm over here, let me make a call.
headphones.
Sometimes
Got
or
it.
sometimes it's just like the morning after of having a good ass time and I'm just like so yeah, I'm the ones that fall asleep in the lift. But they want to talk about conspiracy theories, and I always say because I don't want to. This is me opening up into the world because I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Nah,
Uh,
you gotta talk about it, girl. Let them know.
I love Coca Cola. How
You
you
do?
like when I
Are
look and
you
see
one
these
of them?
things?
Are you one of them? Like, oh, you are,
I'm
huh?
working on it. I'm
You
working on it.
are. You are. You're one of them.
I'm
Like,
working on it. You know, when we
you don't
met,
have
that's
Coke
one of the things I
products.
first said. I said I need a Coke. I need a Coke. But it's the sugar
No.
addiction. It's the addiction to sugar. It used to be addiction to Starbucks. It used to be Starbucks. I exchanged,
Transitioned.
yeah, from Starbucks to Coke. It's a lot cheaper. And I realized myself. I said, Miraida, you don't really want coffee no more. It doesn't do anything. You're just trying to deliver the sugar in a way that you like. I
It
like the sugar delivery.
it doesn't do nothing for you. Coffee.
Coffee. Mm-mm. Coffee
No.
it made me calm down. I might have a cup of coffee before going to bed.
You
Or if
know
I
what
can't
though?
sleep,
I don't believe in Starbucks coffee. That
it's
is
sugar.
just a bunch of sugar and color.
A
That
warm
shit don't
milkshake.
work.
It's a warm
Listen,
milkshake.
a warm milkshake? Yeah, that shit
Have
don't
you
be
had a
doing
white
nothing.
mocha? Have you had a white mocha?
No,
That shit's a melted milkshake. I swear to
I
God,
don't do nothing white for me, please. A white
I
mocha?
was white chocolate mocha and white chocolate is
No,
just sugar. White chocolate is just
no.
sugar. So the addiction to
It's
sugar
a
is
no,
real. That is not a
my love.
conspiracy.
It's a no.
Let's talk about the clouds. Okay. People were saying for a long time it's been and there's a conspiracy about that they're putting stuff in the clouds and it's coming to us and it's making us sick and there's weather modification through the
Right.
clouds. They're creating weather through the clouds because they're making clouds. What?
I mean, I could see clouds producing weather because I mean, whatever comes
The
from the
people
earth
making
gets
the
brushed
clouds.
up.
No, they're saying people. The theory is that there's the government is making the clouds, and they're putting the stuff in the clouds and putting it out to the people, and
Have
that's
you
why
seen
these
Hunger Games?
strips. Just the first one,
So you know how they're in that dome?
yeah.
So we're talking on the Best Way to Smoke podcast. We're like, how do you know we're not in that dome?
That's another one. That's another one about the Earth being the sky
This could
being
all be
fake.
some. This could all be some Hunger Games shit.
There's some folks that's hungry and it ain't no game. They need they need to stop fucking around because that's why they keep lighting the fires. They light these homeless people. They've been lighting fires. They tired. They hungry. This is the game. It's not funny. Y'all gonna me cago en la madre. Anyway, uh, so
I can
yes,
see that. You
we're
know
in a
what? Those
simulation. We're in a
you see how
simulation. The clouds aren't real. The sky is not real. Here's another one. Here's another one that I heard that I hadn't heard before. Amy Winehouse is Lady Gaga.
no, Amy Winehouse, rest her soul. Rest her soul. I love me some Amy.
They said that the conspiracy is that she passed, and then that's when that she came back as Lady Gaga. Apparently, their people have matched certain little moles and things that she had to each other. They put the faces next to each
They
other
have
and
a
did the little
similar nose. They have a similar
uh,
nose.
another one of a person that's another person. And this one's it's just stupid. I think that's just stupid because it's obvious. It's obvious. The
It's
Kai
obvious.
Sanat or Sanat.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they're saying that that's who's gonna take over Diddy's consciousness or that's what I said. I mean, it's some it's. You want me to get realer? You want me to get
Let's
realer?
hear
We can
it.
get
Let's hear
realer.
it.
Well, you know about the COVID vaccines having microchips.
Mm. Did you? Never mind.
Did I what?
Nothing.
I look. I already have metal in my head. Okay, so if they're talking about
Man.
controlling us through metals, then like I'm ready because I got in a car accident when I was a teenager and I had blood clots. So this big, do you see this big line? No hair will ever grow there.
It's a
I'm over here
scar.
showing my scars.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that's a scar down to down here. It's 45 stitches, and no hair will ever grow there. And they put. You remember Saw? You remember the movie Saw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first one where he went into the brain. He took out he cut up a little part of the bone to release the pressure from the brain of the blood of the girl that was happening. That's
That's
what
what.
they did to me. And then to close it, they put the piece of thing back and then they put this metal and then they put little screws.
Oh
So if the
damn.
5G,
If I ever lose service, I'm going to your house.
just move me like
We
Miraya,
gonna be like, I'm like, Mimi,
touch your head
stand
to the
still.
left.
Mimi,
Receive the lasers
stand
and
still.
what is it? What is it? Ricocheted it off of my head.
You know, my car battery hasn't been right lately. I'm gonna just be like, Mimi.
Let me just stand next to you. I'm electric. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man, I'm sorry that happened to you, babe.
Oh no, it was
Man,
all
but I'm
good.
glad you're here. I'm glad
they
you're
were on
here.
their
What?
way to church. They were in a hurry, and I was crossing where there was no light.
Oh,
I was doing a jaywalk in Chicago. Not good.
Chi-town.
Yeah, I was doing jaywalk,
Damn.
and the car let me go, so I walked. But then the car that was coming behind, that's why you cross at the light,
Oh,
people. So I was crossing, and the car behind that was coming didn't see. They just saw a car stop, so they went around him, and that's how they hit me. And then I flew in the air, and I was in a coma for some time,
mm-hmm.
and I had to learn how to walk, and I had to. They did the surgery, and I'm like, "Am I gonna die?" And they're like, no, you're not gonna die, but we need to have your parents' permission. And that time I was a foster, so they're like, well, there's no parents, so how? So the doctor
Yeah.
took it on himself.
Okay. He
Well,
was
I'm gonna
like,
save her. Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
God bless him. Bless that
yeah, yeah. I don't know
doctor.
where those people are, but go Children's Hospital Chicago.
That's
Uh,
right.
um, let's talk about. God, it's like it's never ending. I actually do believe this one that pharmaceutical companies and the whole insurance world and doctors, that they have cures, but instead they'll just push pills and surgeries and other things instead of just giving you the cure, knowing what fixes you, but that they
Um,
know that they big pharma suppresses cures, and the
you
hospitals,
said,
insurance
I believe
companies suppress cures.
pharmaceuticals for sure, because they would go out of business. They want to keep, that's not how they make money.
Mm.
They want to go to, you know what I'm saying? So I believe that for sure. Um, Doctors get sold stuff from like, you know,
Pharmaceutical reps. That's what pharmaceutical reps are. They come in there, they go, hi, we got this pill, we got this pill, this one's for that, this one's for that, here's some samples. And then they give you samples in
not
the hospital and the doctor.
samples.
Oh, in the mental health world, because it's so they don't really. Okay, look, I have the solution to
They
mental
don't
health.
give a fuck.
You
Is that what you're
ready?
trying to say?
You ready?
They don't
I
give
got
a
the
fuck.
solution. They don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing. But this is what I think, okay? I think that not half, a large portion of people that have mental health problems, it's not a problem in of them. It's a problem of the surroundings that they're reacting to. The things that have happened, the pressures of society. You know how some
Hmm.
women are like super women, like you, and they have like they'll be like working 3 jobs and they got 4 kids and they got a happy husband and she look good, and like that's a lot on
That's a
people. And I
mental
think
illness.
and just to be able and
I'm
just to be
mentally
and
ill.
handling it, and just handling it is a lot. So there's I believe that there's just people that can't take it, that it becomes too much, lack of support system, lack
Hmm.
of uh just freaking love and care and understanding. And I think a lot of mental health issues can be solved with care and understanding. And some of these people don't have families. Like
Hmm.
there's too many moving parts
Or their
for people to
families,
say it's
or
your problem, it's your fault, you're the crazy one, you're crazy,
man, or
you
so
got a
much
problem.
like, or not a steady family, not a steady support system, and
Right,
like people around you always telling you whatever, like you start to
right.
become your environment. So if people aren't uplifting you and bringing you to
Well,
that peace and love.
to play devil's advocate, how many people even know who they are to be able to be supported in the way that would be beneficial to them? There was a point, for example, in my life, where I was moving in the rat race with all the rats, and that's just and I seeked validation of that lifestyle, and I wanted growth in that lifestyle. People supporting me were supporting that person, the person that was trying to make it. They weren't
Hmm.
supporting the person that I wanted to be, the person that I am, the person that I feel like I'm now becoming. You see
They were supporting the person that you were trying to get
that
away
I
from.
being at that moment in that world.
They
I
didn't
didn't
see your
know to get at
vision.
that. Right. I didn't have a
They
vision.
didn't give you that. They didn't give you that proper support.
They couldn't support me because I
Oh,
didn't have the vision. All I knew was this ain't right. But I'm gonna do my best and I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna be a manager one day. And they're like, yes, you are,
that's right.
Mimi. Yes, you are gonna be a manager one day. I don't feel a manager one day. That's not what I want. But that's what
Right.
this Mimi in that time wanted. So they couldn't even support me because I didn't know I couldn't be me.
Until
So how
here
many
you
people
are.
can actually be themselves? Yeah. How many people are we not able to support the proper way because they don't even know who they are yet, or they can't be who they want to be, or you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
sometimes you have to go through that, girl. Have
They
you
don't
have you
have a
ever been a
vision.
manager?
No, I never got it. I'm out that
Because you
world.
weren't
I
supposed to
never
be there. Fuck
because
that. You were
right.
not
I
supposed to
wasn't
be there. You're
supposed to.
supposed to be
Right.
here. There's things
Right.
that
Talking to
happen
you.
for a reason. There's
Right.
things that happen. They might have wanted to support that, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But
Well,
for
that's what I'm
whatever
saying.
reason, did they want to
That's what I'm
support that
saying.
dream?
We I thought it was what I wanted, but it
But
was what I wanted
this is the
because
thing,
it's where
right?
I was.
Hold on. This is the thing, right? Creative
Yeah.
to creative.
Okay.
How many different creative projects do you go through regularly?
Right now I'm on a solid 5, but it's because I'm really finding them. The ones that I want to keep going, and the momentum of them
Okay,
keep coming back at
so
me.
this is the
Is that a
thing,
lot?
like people like us have to create.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you don't, I seen an interview with Erica Badu, and she was just like, it's just like how everyone, it's just like when a singer has to sing, a dancer has to dance, an athlete like has to do, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's in here. So it's just like we might go through dozens of projects, but it's just like we have to do that. Like we have to create, and then one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, and you just propel from there. Like
Right.
when you stop, like when you don't feed that, when you go into that manager shit, you're just like, or you don't even get close to that shit because you're like, this ain't where I'm supposed to
My
be.
spirit wasn't
My spirit
aligned.
is not there.
My
Not
body wanted
there.
to move a
The
certain way.
conditioned me wanted to be the manager. The conditioned me
Yep.
wanted to have
So
them false hopes. Like the
right.
actual me is screaming to have the Mimi show. Like the
Yeah.
actual me is
I
like,
was doing that at work. I would tell people like, hey, you'd be real good at a cooking show. I was going up to people's
because you're creative.
cubicles. I'm like, you'd be
Right.
great to watch at a
Not in the
cooking show.
cubicles. Like I could
Girl,
just see you
yeah.
with like the little cubicle. You're like,
I get up. I'm like,
you're like,
girl,
girl,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
the
you'd be
boss of
great
that
at a
cooking
cooking
show.
show. I'm hearing you on that phone.
I
You'd be
smell the
great at a cooking show.
sex.
Yeah,
I smell the
yeah,
sex in the break room.
yeah.
I hate your spaghetti.
I get, I get up,
Okay,
and
I have a
I
microphone.
entertain the people. Say it. What? What?
I have a microphone at home. So I'm gonna
Girl, I
bring
had
the
a microphone
microphone
at
to
my
you.
desk.
And you're gonna I
I
have a
had a
microphone
microphone
in
at
my
my desk.
cubicle. Bring your
I've
spaghetti.
always had a microphone. Right. Come tell me the recipe. We'll
And
get
when
on
Bob
YouTube.
goes to the East Wing, I'm gonna turn the microphone on.
Right.
And we're
Just wait
gonna
till he
make you a
leaves.
cooking show.
I always had a
Man.
microphone.
And then
Let me
no
tell
work
you a
gets done
joke.
in that cubicle. It's just a straight show from the cubicle.
And
Straight
in my
content.
head, always in my head, a million things, thinking that I could be a million ideas, but instead I got to do that. I remember.
Depressing.
Too much. I remember playing a prank on my boss one time. I made a new email, and I took pictures from the internet of different islands and vacation spots. And he had a horn, a bullhorn that he would walk up to people and blow at them when he saw that they were kind of sleepy. And I took a picture of the bullhorn,
I'd
and
be so
and then
mad.
I hid the bullhorn.
You hit
I
it?
hid it from him. I hid it, and I photoshopped the bullhorn in different vacation spots and was sending him pictures and emails. I wish you were here, as if the bullhorn
I
is on
love
vacation.
that. How long until you
And
got
he couldn't
fired?
find out. I didn't get fired. They couldn't fire me because I was losing my mind. And if they fired me, they would have had a problem. Because I got to the point where I was
So Mimi kept her cubicle.
yeah, and kept playing reindeer games at work. I was
What job is this? Because listen, are they hiring?
I was doing it gets better. I got to a point where I would cry at work for hours, but I would still do my job. but I would be crying. And so because I still did the job, they would put me like in a separate office so that I could cry, but I still got my job done.
You just had to cry by yourself.
Yeah, just put her somewhere where she can go insane, but she's still getting the job done. Still getting the
That's
job done.
right.
See, they couldn't fire me because I was getting not
Like,
just
what are you
getting the
gonna fire
job
me for?
right for crying.
For your
That's what's bad
bullhorn?
on you,
For sending
right?
your bullhorn to Maui?
On vacation.
Right. If
He ne-
anything,
he never knew I did
if
that.
anything, take your ass to vacation and go get that bullhorn. Send us all on vacation to get that bullhorn. You know, you go to Maui, I'll go to
I c- I
Thailand,
I go
you
in there
know.
smelling like weed, girl. I go to work smelling like the last blunt that I just smoked in the car. And then I
Lord
get in the
Jesus.
elevator and I'm just like this. And
Gassing up that
folks be
elevator.
knowing. Folks be knowing
Right.
like
Gassing up that elevator.
we went
I'm
to
so
a
dead.
and then I'll go back I get back to the conspiracies. We went to a one of the girls took me and I think she was just peeping, trying to see what's up with Mimi. She took me to lunch. We went to a Mexican restaurant and had lunch. And out
Mhm.
of habit of me rolling blunts, I had a habit. So I would roll papers and things. Whatever I would find, I would roll it. And I did that with my work person, my work companion. And she asked me, she's like, "What is this?"
Work
And I'm like, and
companion?
I realized, huh?
When you just
My
said work, the
coworker,
way you
my work
you
companion.
said work companion.
Yes, my coworker, my work companion.
That sounds like
She
work
was across
husband. My work
from
companion.
me. She saw, oh no, it was a girl. It was a girl. The one
Mm,
I had told
so
that
your
she should
work
have a cooking
wife.
show. No,
Right.
she was
Okay.
not my
So she
wife. I
no,
didn't want her as a girlfriend. I didn't want her as a wife. I didn't want her to be in the cubicle across from me. But you know what?
but
I'm
she
gonna
could
try to
cook.
make a connection. Damn it!
Okay.
I know. Yeah,
So
we
not
may
the
not
girlfriend.
click.
We don't want her. Got it.
We may not click, but and I like your work habits and your work ethic and the way that muscle up on people
But that
things.
spaghetti sounding smelled good
But
from
let's
the
go
break
get something
room.
to eat. Sure, let's connect. Let's maybe find a common bond. But you don't gotta be my wife, and you don't gotta be my work girlfriend. Did I
That's
ever have
right.
any of that? I think I had a work husband maybe twice, but work wives. I'm in the South. We don't play gay like that. We're not gonna play gay. Either you're gay or we're not gonna play gay. Uh, I was in this. That's
She
not
said
what
we ain't
culture.
gonna play game. Thanks. Either you
No,
gay or
no,
that's it.
that wasn't the time where it was cute. Now here in LA, any
Now it's
little
all
thing, it's like,
cute. Right.
yeah, it's cute, and I might be a little bit gay now that I
Especially in
figure
the
it
South, right?
out. So
The
yeah,
South
that's
did not
not
play that at all.
no, unless you need a band at church, in which case half of them are gay because we need the musicians. We need the musicians, and y'all are fire.
Oh
Uh,
man, the choir.
yeah, you need the musicians. You need yes, so it's okay. It's okay. We need the good music.
Oh man.
Uh, do you believe in the Mandela effect, or do
You
you
froze
believe
up
that
a
with
little bit,
jumping?
Mama. Explain
Hold on,
it.
are we good there?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
The Mandela effect, that there's a shared false memories and alternate realities where some things are some way or some things didn't happen. Do you believe in that?
Say that one
Have
more
you heard of the
time.
Mandela effect?
N- no. That some things are some ways and some. Say it again.
That
Is
as time has passed, we've jumped realities, and some things that were not.
like you're
Like they'll say, "Oh,
jumping
that didn't happen."
like into like different time.
Right, different
Do they call it
timelines
something
and
different? They probably call it a
not
couple
quantum
different things.
jumping. Mandela effect is that we have that we all remember something, and then now 20, 30 years later or whatever, that's not what it was. It's something else. And there's
I
a
don't
lot of
know,
different
girl.
ones of those. You can look that up on your phone. That one's wild. Just
Well, do you
because
believe in
some people
it?
I don't
Give
think
me
I'm
your
the
thought
best
process on it.
one
Break it down. Break it
on
down for me.
Mandela effect. I cannot say I don't look at this stuff on purpose. Okay. I already have a lot going on. I already can come up with a lot of bullshit on my own. It's
So
another
you're
reason
like
why I don't
this,
watch
you
the
just
news. So I can see how everything can be.
man.
I can literally see how everything can be real and not real at the same time. True and not true at the same time. If you're
You're
telling
like,
me
oh,
a
that makes
story,
sense.
huh? What?
You're like, oh, that makes sense.
But at the same time, I can find something to debunk it. I'm a Libra.
Right. Okay, you are a Libra. Oh, so poor girl. You're like,
So so I'm looking at balance at all times. Right. It's another reason I can't take compliments, because I'll be like, yeah, thank you. But you know that I just, I gotta find the
you gotta say something back. You can't just be like, thank you. No, not with me. Not with me.
and and then
My
and
lady is not
then
with me. I'll be
and
like,
then and
just,
that when
just thank you with your beautiful ass.
see, and I say I throughout different phases of my life, I've felt different ways about people complimenting me. There was a
Mm-hmm.
time where I believed that I should say, I know, right? And for a while, that's what I said. People were like, girl, you're so beautiful. I'm like, I know, right? It's crazy. It's like this, and I'm not that. So I did that, and then for some time, I did the compliment back thing. So I'm
You're so
very intentional.
pretty.
I'm very right. I'm very intentional. Right. Oh, girl, I love your hair. I love your hair, them curls or whatever. Because there's always something beautiful to find about every fucking body. There's nobody that's all ugly at all. I just can't. There's always something. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. So when it comes to conspiracy theories and the news, I don't watch the news. I make it up because I can't handle the
Right.
truth.
She's like,
It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know what's happening. When I do watch the news and I do see these types of things, I go into that place of it could be true, it could not. I can find and I do that in real life too.
right.
So I'm
I do
really
the
good
same
to
thing.
have for
I'm always playing
deviating.
devil's advocate. They be like, did you hear about all that baby oil? I'm like, but what if he was a brand ambassador?
Dang, she's oh man, she said he's a sponsor, so they
What if
give him free
they
baby
said
oil.
it right? Like he wasn't just anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like
You
I'm
know
like,
what? I
but like
I
think about
almost
it. Are
put
we gonna
drugs in
just
my own baby
believe?
oil to put it on to see if it worked. I'm like, well, maybe I can get some calmness. Maybe I can calm down if let me do this
Man,
to
like,
myself.
okay, question. Have you ever had a rumor spread about you, like a false rumor spread about you? And you're like,
Yeah,
where the fuck did that come from? Right. I'm sure all of us girls could be like, where the fuck did that come from? You know?
right.
Like, so a little piece of that experience never had you like sit here and be like, I'm not just gonna jump on the first thing I hear or see, you know?
I just hate. I don't not
Because
hate because I
like
do it.
it, and
It's
you're like,
judgment.
I'm gonna see both sides. You're like, I could find, pros and cons
Every
in both. I could find something to debunk it. I could
truth
find
and
something
lie
that's
and
like,
everything.
yeah,
Because once I learned perspective and once I learned perception,
mm-hmm,
those two things make it so you can see things from everyone's angle. You can see things from angles that you haven't even heard of, but
mm-hmm,
you can create them because of
right,
perspective and perception. So that makes it so everything can be true, everything can be fake. But when I watch the news and I
mm-hmm,
see certain things, I be like, God dang.
mm-hmm.
Like, is it like watching Biden often breaks my heart. That sweet old man. Just because I know how we treat in our in the not real world, but I guess in this world where I am, the way that we treat the old people, we wouldn't give any of these old people that we know that job.
Man, you want them to rest at a certain age.
That
Nobody
man
was
needs
real
to
with that
rest.
man.
He needs to
They
rest.
people underneath them was like, yo, we just need him to last just a couple more. Just get
Hey.
your foot in, and then we could just hide
See,
him.
that's hard to do. So
We
I don't
could
watch the
hide him in
news.
the panic room for the rest of the term. Like we
That
just
poor
need to with AI
we
and
wouldn't give
some
these people we wouldn't give the people in our lives that are that age that have certain mental incapacities and things like that, we wouldn't give them that job. Like I know the
And
people
not just that, I feel like different cultures treat their elderly differently. Like they have a
Mhm.
different type of respect for their elderly. I remember I
Or
was in a rest.
disrespect.
I'm like,
Right.
bruh, like I remember I was in a restaurant one time and this man, they might have been out for his birthday for all we know. They were celebrating someone's birthday. There's about 15 family members at this huge table. There was one elderly guy. He was like, I'm talking about, he had a walker and was like, one step, one step. Like he
He was
wasn't
making
all
his
there.
way.
He was fragile. He was really fragile. And they were just like, "Oh, Pop's got to go to the restroom." Da, 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 da. It's a single person restroom. They definitely sent him in there by himself. The door was not locked. A few people were walking in on that poor man, and including staff. They're like, who's in the bathroom? Because he's taking forever because he's ancient. And like everyone's walking in on him, and like the family's chopping it up at the table,
See, and that
chopping
that
it the
that
fuck up.
that
I'm like,
that's
I'm getting
the reality. You watched this and you couldn't do anything.
I'm not done. I'm not done. I couldn't do the bathroom thing. However, like they're all like getting on, going outside. The man's still coming out the bathroom, and he's inching his way step by step
Mm,
trying to get out, but on the way
mm,
out there was like a run carpet to exit it was like a long carpet to exit the
mm,
venue or whatever, and
mm.
his walker gets caught on the carpet,
Bendito,
and I
bendito.
like stop everything I'm doing and I just like run over there, and I like get because his walker pushed the rug like that,
Yeah, he got caught.
so he couldn't move. He was struggling with it. And I just like, I'm like, where? I'm first looking, I'm like, where are his people? And they're just, again, like 15 of these motherfuckers outside chopping it up, just living their best life. And grandpa's in here, struck like just sailing away, So
And
I
it was
help
his
him. I try to,
birthday.
oh, someone's birthday. I swear to God, they were celebrating his birthday. They went there with his credit
Poor Pop
card,
Pop.
swiped that shit, and let him just go on. That's what the fuck just happened. Like, and so I'm like trying to help him out the building, and like one of the ladies, because there's a few women in the front, like right in front of the door, like you can't just be with your whoever this is. Are you serious?
Send
Like at least if you're
somebody
at the
who was
table,
helping
right?
him.
Somebody. There's all of you guys willing, like capable. And I was just like, the lady was like, Dad, what are you doing? Like he can comprehend anything. I'm like, give him to me. Literally telling this woman, like, give him to me. Like,
That's that
we'll figure it out.
situations.
Just you don't
Situations
need,
like
you
that
don't want him. Give him to me.
is
Like,
why I struggle with reality, because I never know when is enough. When should I help? When,
man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, when should I say something? Let me tell you. And I'll try to make it quick. I promise I'll try to make it quick. I was at a mall, and at a real fancy mall in Newport, and in Newport Beach, and there was a little boy.
the fashion,
Yeah, yeah.
mhm.
Everything is expensive, but it shouldn't be. Uh,
Right.
there was a little boy jumping between rocks in this uh fountain, a pool thing that they have with these really big koi fish. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Real
I
fish
seen the little
outside.
boy. Yes, yes. And the little boy get a stick, and he's at the
I
edge
gotta
of
get to
this rock, and he's
Newport. Shit,
poking.
they got money over there. They
Yeah,
just
it's
got
wild.
random koi fish just out and about with the
Small
humans and shit.
people. The little boy is poking at the fish with a stick. I see that it's wet, so I'm seeing that he's gonna slide off. I'm looking around. I'm looking like, where are his parents? I'm looking at all the
Not
people
giving a
around.
fuck.
I raised my voice.
The mom came
I
out, huh?
No one came out of nowhere. I said,
No, like
"Oh
the
my
mom
God!"
and you.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
the Boricua
yeah.
was like, "Hey,
I'm like, is nobody gonna do
mira
something about this
coño,
boy in the
this
fish?
fucking
Right,
kid,
right.
give
So
him to
that
me,
there's
give him
many
to
instances
me."
where, no, give him to me and I'll slap him. Like, I'm gonna get them together to cut it out. Somebody say something. I'm
Someone
thinking
snatched
there's
this kid
these
up
are
before I
million
do.
dollar fish. These are $1 million koi fish. This is it's all these people, but then there's when is the right time to speak up? When is the right time to say something, to do something when it's not your family, it's not your child, it's not your grandpa, it's not, you know what I'm saying? If I'm seeing it, when is the right time to do something about something, or when am I not minding my business?
I know. I know.
To which I was told, those that is not your child.
Right.
Number one, that's not your child. Them not your fish, and you gotta look away. You
That's
know how
very
hard that
true.
is.
Not your child, not your fish, not your pond,
You know
not your
how hard
money, not
that
your
is.
lawsuit, not your
Not my
city,
mall.
not your state, not your mall. And
It's none of my business. So and let's bring it back to what you said about the baby oil. Being that we're in California and it's a lot of freaky shit that happens here in these parties. How much of this
man,
shit is it not your business? How many things do we live where we have to look away? When it's not your place. When is it your place? That's why I feel an admiration for a little bit for people who are mean or rude,
hmm,
because they can't hold it in. They gotta do it. They
yeah.
gotta say the thing. They gotta do the thing.
Is it
So I'm
mean
like,
and
y'all
rude
being
or
the
is it
realest.
blunt?
No, no, no. There's some people that are mean, some people that are rude,
True.
and from what I've seen, how it's treated here in California, it's that those people are not shunned because they could possibly be a leader.
Hmm. Because they don't
and,
give a
and
fuck.
I've seen this a lot with bullies and having kids, and seeing how the adults handle the children. They 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 treat them with more clappings. They think they gotta do, and I'm like, no, you need to sit that baby down and tell it to not be a bully. But it could,
Mhm.
but that's also the energy of a leader, is someone who ain't taking no shit, who knows what they want. So they don't know how to. So in life, I do have some sort of put in a pedestal type, the mean people, the rude people, because they can't. I can hold it in. I can hold it in when I want to be mean or want to be rude. I
You're
can't
like,
hold in
ooh,
when
let me walk away.
I'm obviously seeing a problem. That's not me being rude. That was wrong, and I want to say something to somebody's child, but that's not my child. So I have to,
Or your fish.
it's to, or my fish or my mom. So I had to, girl. That's why and I spend a lot of time at home. I prepare myself to go outside.
Man, do you think that's heightened since COVID?
What?
Like preparing yourself for going outside?
I think a lot of things changed. A lot of people, a lot of things in us as just humans interacting changed. You've seen how at clubs and things, I don't know if you've noticed, there's a lot more just staring and standing. Like there's less
Oh,
dancing, and at comedy shows, like people aren't comfortable just full out ha ha, just
yeah.
laughing out loud. It's like, go ahead and laugh. That was a
Right.
joke.
Right.
It's
Right.
between that and the not wanting the judgments, because there used to be a time where you could laugh at a joke because it was funny. Now you might not want to laugh at it because the truth part of it might show something about yourself that you don't want to show.
And then everything's so like, everything's recorded, camera. Look at us. You know what I'm
Well, yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
like, even like, there it's those poor days in comedy. Like, I love like the Dave Chappelle like style, Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams style comedy where they don't give a fuck about nothing or nobody.
Right.
You could be the biggest one there cackling away at their jokes. They're still gonna roast your ass and it's
And they're
gonna
still
be
gonna do their
funny.
joke. And they're still
And
gonna
people,
do their joke.
right? And people don't like appreciate that no more. Now it's like people will be like, "You think that's funny?" Yes,
That's the point, because it's true. It's funny. If it wasn't true, it's not funny. Like if we say,
right.
look at her fat ass and she's skinny, that's not funny.
It's like,
Okay,
right,
no, look at, she got a fat ass. Oh, yeah, you're right. Look at that fat ass. It's funny
right,
because it's true. It's sad
man,
that some of the truths are funny.
man. One of
But
my
it is
best friends, listen, so one of my best friends, he's a Gemini, and we always laugh at each other's pain. It's so bad. It's so bad, but he's like my childhood like friend. Like our families are super close, you know what I'm saying? So
you have that
like
bond. You have that
we
bond.
just grew together, you know, but then as I started to like make friends in the real world, I'm like, yeah, you can't act like this with everybody. Like you can't just be you can't have that with just anyone. Like I'm like, well, we just kind of grew older and was
Some
like,
people
yeah,
aren't gonna
so
take aren't gonna know how to reply. That's a bond. That's a united energy
man, so
exchange.
man, so we would just be on FaceTime for no reason, be like, just to be like you see what's going on, like, you know, because it's just, I'm sorry. I laugh at the worst shit. I laugh at the worst
So you
stuff.
like
I'm sorry.
you like people falling? I go like this
People falling.
because I feel their pain.
Um, people falling. It depends. It depends.
Did you watch America's
If it's
Funniest
one
Home
of my
Videos growing up?
friends and they fall hard on some like
You're gonna laugh first, and then you're gonna help.
it depends. I don't typically always find falling funny, but if you fall some type of way, like
But when's the last time you fell? It doesn't happen often.
I could be clumsy.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen often that you
It don't
actually
happen
like bump your
often,
shit.
no. It don't happen. Yeah, it don't happen often.
And in my
But I
case,
wear
I
heels a
rarely wear
lot.
heels.
Listen, I wear heels a lot.
See,
And
in my
like
case, I
I be
fall off the
like,
floor.
not even just the floor. You could be on gravel. I remember I did a fashion show and the runway was like a dirt runway. Like if you got a certain type of stiletto on, your ankle's like this the whole time. Every step, it's like step, step,
Right,
step, step, step. So I don't wish no karma on no bad
right,
karma on that because like I've had to do gigs just hiking it. You know how LA is trying to
yeah,
park. So
yeah.
hiking it that way. So it's bound to happen.
Yeah, that's why I
Girl,
take
it's
off. If
bound
I
to
had
happen. As
heels,
long as the
I'd be
heel
taking
don't
them off.
break or this ankle don't break, you know, body
Right.
parts break, like it's probably gonna happen one day and I'm gonna have to get up and be like, all right, outfit cool. All right, guys, let's keep going. Like, you know, it's like I'm gonna have to laugh at myself, which is
Do you
fine.
believe in the reptilians? Do you believe in that there's some people that are alien reptiles overlords, and they're using skins, humans, and they're manipulating some humans, you know?
And becoming them, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
what are they
yeah.
called? That's been going on for years.
That people be reptilian things. That
Whatever
people
it's
are
called.
reptilians. Yeah.
If you watch Goosebumps, you would know.
Okay, heck yeah. But that's goosebumps, man. That shit you scared the shit out of me. Now it's like, but
The
those books
90s
scared the crap out
babies.
of me.
90s
Huh?
and 80s would know. 90s and 80s
Yeah.
babies would know.
Have you seen like the
Hmm.
videos where they show like people's eyes? I had to go and look at this shit. There's people making compilations of different news anchors and different celebrities and how they've caught their eyes changing. They're like, oh, they're reptilian.
Man, I wouldn't put nothing
It's
past this world
crazy.
today. With
But if you
AI,
can think it, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot. It's a
between
lot.
AI and weather, I don't put nothing past nobody or nothing. Dead
Did
ass.
you see the robots helping old girl's assistant at the mall?
No, I honestly don't know how I'd react if I ever seen a robot like dressed like a human, like
No,
skin.
it was no skin.
My
It's
thing
one
is
of the
like, listen,
Tesla robots.
we have arguments like this on the podcast all the time, right? Like, call some shit, and sometimes it resonates with me. All right, I just be instigating for real, but like, call. Sometimes you gotta call shit what it is. Like, call shit what it is. If you're gonna make if you're gonna make a robot, let it be a robot. Don't dress it up in skin. Don't have it looking like me and you. Don't put no ethnicity on it. Let it be metal. Okay, let it be a robot. Like,
Well,
don't like,
they are right now. Still, they are.
don't do too
The
much.
Tesla was
Don't do too much. They don't need eye colors. Like, they don't need
eye
lips.
colors.
You know what I'm saying? Don't put no fingernails on these motherfuckers. Let them be robots. They don't even need fingers for real, do they? They don't need
Well, that
toes.
to
No,
balance, to
don't
help.
listen. If you're gonna do a robot, let it be a robot. Don't do too much. Don't be making that what is it called?
Well,
Smart house shit.
you already know that it is, right? You already know
No,
there's all okay. Well, there's the skins. They already have the skins. They already have.
that's so
They already.
unnecessary.
They.
I don't like it.
I.
I'm not a fan.
I don't understand all of it, but did you see and there's this episode on the series where the wife is she's a hard worker and she runs this big company and she gets her man a robot woman so that he can have intimacy because she's always tired, she's never home, and he gave up his music career and he's like, I want some action, baby, and she's like, I can't, and so she
So
brings him this
wait,
this robot.
so they built her skin? They would have to, because ow.
Yeah. It was. She got the robot from her sister's robot company that was making, that was testing
Okay.
these sex robots or
This is
pleasure robots
messy. She got the robot from her sister to give her husband.
to her
This is
husband, so her
messy. This
husband
is
can
messy.
do
I
it.
don't trust the sister.
How
I
it
don't
got?
trust the
Nope.
sister.
Check it out.
I don't
That's not
trust
the
the
one not to
sister.
trust. That's not the one
No.
not to trust. Check it out. Then how it
I'm like,
went.
why are you just supplying my man
She's the
robots?
no. She's the one. She was the one the whole time. The wrong that's in the wrong was her.
I was about to say, was it actual robot or was the sister giving out
No,
intimacy?
they delivered it from the company, and the guy's like, "Man, I'm not gonna touch that. I want my woman." But she kept pushing the issue. So while she was gone,
The sister was
he
pushing the
turned.
issue?
No, the
I
sister's
just don't
out of
trust
the
the
picture.
sister.
The sister's supportive.
I still don't trust. I don't fuck with her.
That's it. When you watch it, you'll see that it's not the sister at all. It got nothing to do with it. That the problem is her because she was manipulating. She manipulates people with manipulated the sister to give her this thing that they were still testing. And she's like, I could lose my job. I could lose my enterprise. She's like, I could lose my husband. So
Oh, so
help
she
me.
was desperately
Help me.
okay.
So
She
check it out.
said,
She walk in
babe, it ain't
to
me.
the
It's
point
gonna
she
be,
walk in on her man having intimacy with the robot. The robot look at her like,
and they start fighting. Oh,
no. And
is it a
she,
big happy
finished
family?
it. And then when he comes inside, she's like, I saw that you were doing it. She's like, yeah, that's what you got it for. And she's like, well, I don't like it.
Now the
So
human lady don't like it.
you gotta see the show. You
Oh,
gotta
it's
see
a
it's just
show.
one episode. I'm gonna send it to you. It's just one episode, but it's
Mimi, my
interesting.
brain can't. My brain can't. I can't do it. My
I know I
brain.
couldn't either. That's why I did it with someone. I can never watch these things on my own. If you're with me and it's my little world, we're watching Frasier all day, 24/7.
Frasier.
Right now, that's what I'm doing. That's what I do. But then when I'm with friends or when I have other people, then I open my mind to
You're like,
accept
let's watch
what
this
their
robot
world.
shit.
No, what they bring, like, hey, so they'll tell me. So I'll accept what other people, because I'm not just.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then
how
they
else are you gonna
introduce you
get to
to
know
some
people
bullshit like
too?
that.
Yeah, I can't only be bringing my things that I like. I have to, it's friendship.
Where's that friend at today who introduced you to the show?
What you mean? They all right?
They out and about?
Yeah.
They in your last 5 phone calls?
Text.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen all sorts of shits because of friends. Because we all have those quote quote dark sides of us that we want to share, but we don't want the judgment. We want to
listen
talk with
and we don't
somebody,
judge.
right? But we do. So we want someone that we can trust so that we can go to those dark places with them and not alone, and then have that experience of the shared, the shared naughty, the shared bad stuff,
Right.
the shared dark side, and then come out of it.
Right.
The part is coming out of it, not staying in there in the darks, and then having brought somebody in with you. And, instead
Right.
we're gonna share this experience, and then we're gonna come out and we're gonna watch some cartoons,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna what to say, soften the energy and the mood, because all those kind of things, they do stuff to you. You feel feelings. That's why you don't want to watch it, because you feel things. And in my case, I believe that the emotions create my reality. That I have to what I feel and what I believe. So I'm very careful with what I see. I'm very careful with what I hear, um, because I don't want to feel anything I don't want to feel. And when
You're
we're
very
because
intentional.
yeah, when we're consuming through your
Right.
eyes, through your ears, you're consuming.
Right.
These pictures are going in your head. These
Right.
pictures, these songs, these things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why when I sing some of my songs, I'm like, look, this is bad, this is wrong, and nobody should think like this. But let me go ahead and sing you this song. It's fucked. It's fucked up. What you see what I'm saying? So come with me to my dark side.
What
But
was the
then let's
space you
sing
were in
together.
when you did that cipher?
In Inglewood?
What was that? What was the space you were in, like mentally? What was the space you were in mentally when you had to get up and do that cipher? Did you just
Oh, okay.
tap into that inner
In the
bad
moment,
girl? You were like,
like this. Because before it, I was like, out girl, I was wearing I went over there with like this with my copper on. I'm in Inglewood. Them boys talk
I can
about
see
this
your
bitch
cute
a
little
witch.
outfit too. Like little,
And then the
probably
song
quiet, a
comes
little
up.
nervous.
Oh, very nervous, very quiet, very like I just want to dance to the music. I just want to enjoy myself.
I'm sure they were
And I know
popping shit, and you was like, okay.
it's a bunch of dudes, from the hood, from the streets that will fuck some shit up or whatever. And I'm just like, and then they started talking about that I wasn't confident, but it's because I
Right.
hadn't been in because but it's because I hadn't been in the booth yet. So
Oh, and you
once
was
I
like,
went in the booth, everybody, right? Once I
it was all eyes on you when you got in there, huh?
Girl, they want to go in there with camera phones.
See,
And my friend
I'm
is like,
so,
no.
it took me,
My friend's like, no, get him out of there. Let her do her thing. Get him out of there because they're just trying to
right.
be extra.
That's
Yeah,
right, friend.
but
That's right, friend.
I have different. I behave different according to my feelings. Like I actually have. I have. I guide myself in that way. And sometimes I'm not strong enough to mask. They call it
Hmm.
masking, where if you don't like something, you can not show it or behave as if it's not bothering you, or
No, but your body, when you feel that way, your body rejects it. It's like, get
right.
me out of
Sometimes
here.
right. So I'm like I was being shy and whatever. What could have been uh taken as me being shy, but it's just I don't know any of y'all. You know,
Yeah, this
I'm
is
cool and I'm
intense. This is
happy,
a
but
whole ass cipher.
right. But this is my first time doing something
Mhm.
like that's another thing. My first time doing something like this, and I know I got it,
Right, right. That part,
and I
that
know I
part,
got it, and y'all
that part,
and I can hear y'all rapping about me talking about, and she ain't got no confidence, because then
that
that's what
part.
happens in ciphers where everybody's gonna bring the
They're all talking
mood,
about each other, right?
we whatever it is that's happening, we're gonna. So they're over there, they're rapping, and she ain't got no confidence, and I'm like, all right.
You're like,
So I
time to
went in
show
and
out.
I flipped the switch. I'm like, hold on, let me tune myself. Okay, go ahead, I'm ready.
With that one.
Like, whose voice is that?
Go ahead, I'm ready.
Like, go ahead, I'm
And
ready.
then you hit him with the Spanish.
And then I hit him with the
That was my
Spanish.
favorite part. That was my favorite
Esto es lo
part. I
que
was like,
dicen, pero yo no le
oh,
hago caso. Yeah, and then one guy still being a hater,
of
still gotta hate.
course.
Make her do that in English. Make her do that in English. It was a great
Hit the
experience.
Google,
I
hit
can't
the
wait.
Google Translate.
I can't wait to do it again. And we even got one of the guys to come in there and try some Spanish to try to do some Spanish. That's what I'm talking about. Open your mind. Don't let the surroundings keep you. When you have an opportunity to sing in Spanish, rap in Spanish, dude, and you've never done that, go ahead,
Do it.
explore.
Right,
Yeah,
do it. Fuck it.
yeah.
If it
So
sounds bad the first time, you'll get it better the second time.
right, right, and then and then it's a like I said, it's what you put in your head and what environment I put myself in. So I make sure that I have my friends with me when I'm out. I'm not often out in situations like that by myself.
Right.
Uh, I get my friends and I ask them, are you able to come? Can you come and do this? They also help me to when I go to be that. which I flip on. When I go to be that, they help me to remember
Yes.
because
I
I
think it's
for I've been
yes.
being mom. I've been being mom. I've been being a crazy. I've been being figuring, and then
You're not a crazy.
now it's
Nope.
time to, but you know what I mean? Now it's time to get on the it's Mimi. You know? So they remind me, my friends remind me of touching
Who
ground,
the
touch base. This is this is real. This
right.
is what you're
This is
doing.
where the fuck you at. Pop your
Yeah.
shit, puff
Now
out
do
that
that
chest,
shit.
get out there. Let's
Do.
go. Pop your shit.
Wait,
The
like you
podcast does that
wait,
with
wait.
me.
When I saw you at the when
I
we were
love
at the
it.
dinner, we were at listen, people. I this woman and I went to a dinner and there was
First,
there was wait, let me tell you, there was a
this was the best
raffle.
memory ever. I don't care. I'm grabbing some water. I'm
I was high.
listening.
I was on a mushroom high, and I was starting to feel insecure and whatever, and starting to feel weird, and
Why?
starting to
You
feel that
didn't tell me
moment where you
that. You
let.
didn't tell me that part.
I was starting to feel. I was in the in. By the time that you got to where I'm about to say, I was at
Okay.
the part where I love everyone. This is so
Okay.
beautiful. I love
Which
right.
part was the
You
insecure part? I
took
don't like that.
you took the microphone and started doing the raffle.
But you skipped a
It's
big
number so
part.
and so and so and
You-
so. Yep, you got a speaker. Didn't you say that you wanted a speaker for your house? Bitch, you got your speaker. Come on, kid. You see that
you didn't.
that.
You missed the whole part though. You missed the whole part.
What do you mean? Say it. Say it.
We went there as guests. We went there to the dinner as guests. I just ended up
We
on the
did.
mic
We went there as paying guests.
as
Yes.
paying guests. We went
Yes.
there as
In
paying
the
guests.
mic, in the
It ended up
kitchen,
being so dope though.
it was the coolest.
Right.
That's the turn on thing. Like you just you just have
Turned it
it.
on.
Yeah, you just have it, and you got a microphone in your hand, and it's like let's go. You know,
Man.
woman
She
is
was like, we
working
went
right
from doing
now.
a she
She's
was like, we
working
went
now.
from dinner to you was doing the raffle.
Yeah, she's doing the raffle. But because I haven't experienced in my life extended periods of being that, I'm better now, but at the beginning of me believing in myself like this, I needed my friends to ground
Right.
me, to remind me of who I am, of why I am, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Right.
I wouldn't continue with the habit of what I had and the habit of what I had been.
Is it like the doubt, like almost like doubting, second guessing, maybe
It's
second
fear.
guessing yourself?
It's fear. It's
Fear?
nothing but fear. I couldn't do this. You see how I could just hold this like this? And I can do it in public now. This was me
Right.
before. And I
Right.
thought these last
Right.
$2, I'm not gonna lose. And I'm over here singing like that. And I'm looking away. But not anymore. The
Right.
practice, the not the practice, not just the practice, but the support. Support. That's why I say to the people, if you see a light and you can't help it shine brighter, you leave that light alone, because that's all that we need from light, is for them to shine brighter. You say good things to people that do great things. You encourage the people that are doing positive things in the world and in the community. And so much of the news and so much of the things that are happening in the world is too much for me to handle. So when I meet people like you that know who they are, that execute their being, you live it. You live it. And so you have the shine and you have the light. So you got to share it with the people so that it could be more light, and so they can see this light and they could be like, wait, I know that that's happening over there, but look at this light right here though. Look at it. She right there. Ain't it fun? Ain't it funny? Ain't it silly? Ain't it crazy? Wasn't that something? Instead of all this dark, like having somewhere to look where there's some lights, and there's people that are lights. So let's do that. Let's encourage that. You want to do one more before
Man.
we go?
Yes, I appreciate that. I
Okay,
appreciate
here we
that.
go.
I appreciate
Ready?
you.
Thank you. And I'm not gonna go and find balance. See, I'm just gonna say thank you.
Right, right. That's
Like,
it.
girl,
Just say
that ain't
thank
nothing. I'm
you.
just talking shit to you. No. Uh, we're in California. We're in Hollywood and Hollywood world, in in the creation process, and a lot of people before I moved here, I would hear people say, "Oh, that's we're city of make believe. Everything's
Mhm.
fake. Everything." And there's a truth to that again, and there's not, because
Mhm.
what I also have noticed is in this make believe is people creating who they are, people being who they can't be at home. That's what's over here. People that are too much are never too much here. You could be levels of
Man,
spicy, but you're never too much, ever too
man,
much. So
man.
I'm in some places I'm vanilla, but I'm but in but when I go when I was where I was inappropriate. I was too much. I wasn't following the rules. Here it's like,
Right.
oh yeah, she just walked into VIP. She must be a VIP. No, this is just what I do. I just do things that I'm not
I just
supposed
walk
to.
in,
Yeah,
do the most.
right.
I do the
It's like, okay,
most. What do you do for a
but here,
living? The
but the
most.
confidence here, right? But the confidence here will get you far. The believing in
Man.
yourself here will get you far. So rest of the country, see California not just as this make believe everything's fake, is that this is probably some of the realest fake shit that you ever saw, because then it gets experienced by the rest of the world as real. So I'm over here creating something, making up something. The Mimi Show. What the fuck is the Mimi Show? This bitch on the internet just singing and talking to people and going to places and talking to people in places. It's made up.
I created it.
Right. We're making it up. But everything is made up, and then it becomes real, and then it becomes something that we use, something that we watch. Uh the mind control thing from that conspiracy of Hollywood is one of the ones that I try not to touch the most, that I try not to even think about the most, because some of it I feel it could be true.
Mhm.
um, Watching certain movies and listening to certain music, and the level of idolatry that celebrity gets, the
Yeah,
level of idolatry that beauty gets, because people
ideology.
don't
Yeah.
understand beauty. People don't understand that this is just math. We're just really good at math with our eyes. We just like what we like because it looks good, because the maths in this person. Oh my god, you know, that's all the
Mhm.
beauty is. But all these things, uh, it's a sensitive place for me, because you remember back in the day. I don't know if you went to a Christian church, but they really pushed the idea that music backwards had the devil in it,
Yeah.
and that used to make my heart go just knowing
Certain
that
like
there's some
certain like
music,
certain big artists, right?
right? And then now that I'm an adult and the time has passed, where my truth of that is that there's the sound is a frequency, that we're made of water, and if I'm reverberating to your music, my water inside is moving to your music, that I feel you. And if
Yeah.
you're making me feel something bad, I'm going to feel it, because I'm water, and sound moves with water. You see? That's
Yeah,
why
I get it.
yeah, that's why I feel like, well, yeah, if there's something bad, I could be feeling it and embodying it through sound, just because I'm listening. And it's against my will with the subliminal message thing. You saw the Pussycat Dolls? You ever see? Not yeah. You ever seen that movie, the Pussycat Dolls?
No.
That's what it's about. It's hilarious, but that's what it's about. That they end up putting subliminals behind the pop girls group, and then when
To like
they
control
find
people a little bit, to
right,
control them.
right, to make them buy the ears, make them buy the merch, make them do the. So one of my songs I put, if in the background I put, "You're gonna love this song. You're gonna listen to it all the time. You're gonna love this song. You're gonna listen to it all the time. You're gonna love this song. You're gonna listen
I
Fuck
love
My
that.
Husband has that in it, and it has the 432 hertz frequency in it, really low.
That's right. That's
So I,
right.
so I'm like, now that I'm big now, I'm like, well, let me play these reindeer games, but let me play it my way, you know?
Right. You're gonna
Yeah.
love
So I'm
this
like,
song. You're gonna listen to it all the time.
you're gonna love this song. I fuck my husband good, yeah. He from the south, they laid that wood, yeah. He put a ring, and in the background,
Man, that is
but
hilarious.
you don't hear it. But guess what hears it? Your body, the water inside you.
The
See,
vibration.
yeah. That's why I believe that there could be subliminal messages, subliminal imagery that is given to people um, to make them behave in certain ways. And I believe it because for however long I behaved in certain ways because of my surroundings until I could no more. My body started crying. I started falling apart. Shit ain't working out. I'm not functioning. Why? Because this ain't how you're supposed to vibrate.
Man.
You
Unless you
have
have some ancestors
dis-ease.
over you too who are like, mm-mm.
Oh no, we're doing this. I was doing this raw.
I'm like, nope.
No, no, just me. Just me.
No.
Me believing in myself, just me. So I mean, so when it got to be too much, and the body gave up, and the mind gave up, and it's like if you don't be you, you're gonna end up unaliving.
And
If
you
you
know
don't
what?
be
That's
you,
that's like that's like so strong to overcome, like especially when you're coming from foster care, because there's no like strong foundation like that, and that like that it's a different type of just it's something different you have to endure. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're fighting something within yourself because you're just like, where do I belong for
belong.
real?
Right,
And what is like love for real? You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
right.
it's
And then
tough.
you realize those things are what make you people pleaser and make you this kind of thing, and all these things that had behaved for so many years
Hmm.
due to
Because
my
you're like,
surroundings.
I don't fit here, right?
But I
I'm not
didn't
supposed to
know
be here.
what.
Where am I
I,
going? I'm a balloon with no. It's just
right. And then people
no
come and
ties.
people bring you their ideas, people bring you their journeys, and because you're in that space, you want to help, you want to find a place in their world the whole time,
Right,
not fulfilling your own.
right.
That's why
Not
I
knowing
tell
how to do that. Not knowing how to go about doing that.
right I tell young ladies that talk about dating and whatever, I'm like, you will find him in your journey of yourself. He will
Hmm.
fit in. He will fit in right in. He will just fall in because the giving up your dream or your who you are to your somebody's gonna give you a dream. They'll
Hmm.
give you theirs so you could help.
Especially if you're unsure about yourself,
Yep.
and they might not be the
Yep.
healthiest. They're gonna be like,
So
oh, this is the
right. So I'm sitting there in the
weakness.
cube. I was sitting
This
in the
let
cubicle.
me dangle this right here. This is the weakness. Let me dangle this
Right.
in front of the broken parts. That's true with the wrong person.
Being I hope that with this that I'm doing and with everything that I continue to do, allow money, allow life, allow my brain, allow my friends, allow for it to continue, that I can be the proof of of you
I'm
being
going
you.
to be the proof.
Yeah, well, yeah, I am the proof that you being you is the best thing you can do. And sometimes that's out of pocket for some people, but it's just the wrong place. That's not your place. Because
Right.
girl, I was walking up to people at work talking about, hey, let me tell you how far I can go in pi. You know what pi is? The number that's never ending.
Hmm.
So, and I'll be like, okay, here I go. 3.141495398579423. Like, and I'm doing this at work. Miraida, go to work. Go sit down. Go get one
sit
of the
down.
go do your job. Like, why are you at somebody's desk making a
Because
joke?
I don't
Why are you at
belong
somebody's desk?
here.
Because I'm not supposed to be here.
I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. That's why
But
you leave. You end up
and I
doing
say,
places like this. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I never
you're
liked you.
cool.
And you're cool. You're cool.
You're cool.
But everyone else, that's why Ben had y'all blocked off IG. So you couldn't find me.
Like
What?
no, like you gotta be you. And if this is what being me looks like to my best, like I've sometimes in my lows and things, it's like, why am I down here? I know I need to remember, and then I have my friends, and then I remember, and then I create, and then when I create, I'm like a normal person, so to speak. I'm functional because I'm creating. I'm functional. I'm doing the things. I'm talking. I'm able to do the conversation with the people.
And this is what you should be doing, girl. Because,
It's
like,
wild.
right.
It's wild.
Right.
That's why I
This is
say you got up in there and you're like, what? This bitch got a raffle number 34, 43. It's like, we're paying to be here. And this woman's
Yo,
working.
no, not even no shade, because like I don't even think that guy was supposed to be doing all that. He was kind of dry. He was kind of dry. The guy who was up there, it was like he kind of
That
like
was
was
the
like
host
I don't think he was the host. Was he the host?
with the beard.
I don't remember what he looked like. I just remember he needed help. I don't know if that was his job or
You saw a
not.
place. Yeah, you saw an opportunity. You saw a place. But you gave
I
such a
was
good
like, I can't
vibe.
let a sinking ship sink. I was just like,
Everybody was so
I'm like,
excited.
no, we went in and there were some bomb raffles. That
The
was some
raffle
bomb
sounded
ass
like
raffles.
bingo.
I'm like, you over here being nonchalant about a whole ass.
This
Who
nice
wants this
shit.
Puffco? Who got 349? Like, yo,
That's it.
what?
And then that's
I
who you
love me
want at the
some gifts.
party.
I'm like, what
That's who
is
you
this? And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, hey yo, we got a whole ass widescreen TV up here. Who got this? If they don't come up here, I'm claiming it. What?
I won the sound bar.
Right.
Why she had to
Right.
tell everybody that I was talking about I love being in my house? She's like, you say you love being in your house. Look, bitch, you got a
I was
sound
so because
bar.
you just said that. You were just speaking about it. And it was just like, boom, you won the sound. I'm like, yes. That was manifestation right there. I was like,
I like winning. I
my
like winning.
girl.
I like winning. And it works. And it's a great sound bar.
That's
It's like a
right.
TV. It's
That's
really
right.
nice.
We were meant to be there. I was meant to pull that raffle ticket. You're meant to win that shit. Everyone
That
who
shit
won
was
shit,
awesome. That shit was
you know
fun.
that people want some good stuff. That was a good dinner.
Too much mushroom.
That was a good dinner.
It was good. But
That
too much
was.
mushroom.
Food was bomb. Company was bomb. Raffle was
I
bomb.
cried.
They had a
I
whole
think I'm always crying.
pianist. Is that what it's
The
called?
girl, the singer, it
That
was
was.
beautiful. They had the weed coffee,
I
the
gotta
weed
find
coffee
that
bar.
singer. She was awesome.
She was lovely.
She
She's
was
probably really
so
good for
lovely.
weddings.
Man, I was like, where did this bitch come from? Okay,
Yeah,
talent.
it was just yeah, it was like, oh, it's a vibe.
I was like, this is nice. Yeah, I was low key happy it got transferred to something more cozy. Think of how cold we were gonna be on that rooftop. It was cold.
I don't even remember what it was supposed to be.
We had furs on, bitch. We had furs.
We did have
I don't remember
fuzzies.
what month it was even, but like I don't remember what happened, but it was just like
It was
yeah,
chilly.
things turned out how they needed to turn out. Their host
Yeah.
didn't show up. Their host didn't
No.
show up because of just whatever was going on. Their host didn't show up. So that's why I didn't mind. Like that's why I'm saying the guy, it wasn't even his job to do that. It was no shade like about
Right.
him being dry. He's just like,
Yeah.
I just ended up
Yeah.
with this
Yeah. Let me just
microphone. And
take this microphone.
I'm like,
And you turned up the vibe though. You turned up the vibe.
bring that here. Bring that here. No, no,
So
no,
I say,
no. We need some
if there's
good
a microphone, you need
juju
to
in this
talk.
raffle. Like, because I'm trying to
Yeah.
win. I didn't win, but my friend won, and I'm happy for my
Right.
friend.
There's gifts here, and we're
There's
not passing them
gifts,
out with
and
joy.
the gifts
Let's
were
pass them out with joy.
bomb. The gifts were bomb. The vibe was bomb. This girl singing in the back. I swear to God, someone had a harp.
2 cakes. You know them 2 cake, them 2 big ass. Somebody did not have a harp. 2 big ass weed cakes. That was a
I
good.
didn't.
That was a nice little party.
That was part of the raffle. I missed that.
No, no, you didn't get a piece of cake.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh,
The weed cake.
Countess.
Yeah,
That was Countess. That was Countess of
yeah,
Kush. That was
yeah.
my girl, Countess. Oh, I was like,
Vanilla
what? No,
cakes.
like, oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was Countess.
But you do great. You do a great job. I'm very excited
Thank
um
you.
about who you are in the world, and I that's what I like to bring to share. I like to share uh, great things,
Right.
and so that more people can see the lights. Look at all these lights that I can see. You know, it's the
Because
mi
you're a
mija.
light in yourself, girl. One light to
Thank
another.
you.
We
Thank
down
you.
the hallway, like, hey,
So it takes one to know one.
hey, kitchen, how you doing? I'm good over here. Laundry, it's a long
Takes one
ass
to know
hallway.
one. Yeah.
That's
Do
it.
you want to say anything else then before we go? Our time has ended. We went through, like I said, we was bumping the gums. We didn't talk about AI, but that's okay. We talked about conspiracies and about ourselves and about, things,
We
right?
touched on robots, which is going to be ran by AI. God forbid. Just don't give that motherfucker skin. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say,
It
guys.
already is. It
This
already
is
is.
C-pop, the professional hype woman. Tap in on all platforms, YouTube, C-pop Entertainment, Best Way to Smoke Podcast. That's best way. The number 2, Smoke Podcast, where we pop our shit. We're gonna have Mimi up there as well. That should be fun. And all I gotta say is to sum this up is don't be giving no robot skin. They don't need skin, they don't need lips, they don't need nails. Let robots be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just like nobody wants no, you know,
I'll take some. I'll take some
mushroom
robot meat.
ribs. They want mushrooms or they want ribs. We don't. If you're gonna make a robot, let it be a robot. That's it.
I'll take some robot meat.
Robot skin.
I'll
That
take some
sounds
robot meat.
painful.
It's already happening.
Yeah. You can't. Curiosity killed the cat, Mimi. Curiosity killed the cat.
It's already happening. That'll be another show where we talk about robot meat.
Lord.
You guys,
Robot
it's the
Mimi.
Mimi
Tap
Show,
into the
y'all.
next
Thank you so
one.
much. Right, where we're
I
talking about
appreciate you. Love you,
Mimi
Mimi.
getting some robot meat. Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Bye.